So it was botbash recently, and I decided to make myself a robot. And of course, I forget to film the entire process, so here I am, making another one. So first things first, I need to come up with a little bit of a theme, an idea. And so the first thing I could think of was a cowboy, like a CowboyBeadBot. And so I started with the hat, and then I went from there. The next thing I needed to make was some sort of a head. So I got myself a little bit of a medicine bottle and a bottle cap, cut them to size, made a little flappy jaw, and there you go, Bob's your uncle. Next thing I need is a body, and so I took a couple of things, screwed them together, stuck them up, bish bash bosh, and you got yourself a little body for his little head. And so the next thing I need to do is find a way to attach them. So I took my attachment thermal, used the exact wrong part, took forever to drill a hole through the thing, but eventually I managed to get there and make myself a little hole. The next thing I need to do is find something to use for a neck, so I got a bunch of sticks and I just cut them through, glued them together and shoved them down the hole. Next I need to drill a few holes so I can put in some armature wire. Shove them through, connect them in, made the arms, made the legs, like so. And then perfect for framing some little beads on to make the arms. And when I put them all on and got them all done, the next thing to do was to make some feet. So I was thinking about making some cowboy boots, so the first thing I did was take some popsicle sticks and chop them into place and make some nice little heels for them. Now with the robot half done, it was time to get out of the room, get a little bit of fresh air and get out for a bit. So with the body mostly in place, what's next is to do a bit of painting. So I primed the whole thing first with a little bit of black. Had a little bit of an experiment with the colour scheme of the head, and next was to put on his little eyes. Before I can get on with the painting, I need to make the hands. To do that, I twisted the wires up and then sandwiched them between two pieces of popsicle stick and stuck some wires in there. Filled up the gaps with a bit of tissue and some super glue, and then stuck the wires in to make the fingers. With the hands glued in place to make them look a little bit more robotic, I added some paper and glued it down to add some plating effects. I'm all primed and looking a bit dandy, it's now time to add some paint. Started with a quick layer of silver going over the body. Before giving him a bit of a dry brush with some rust cuts. He was looking a little bit plain, so I experimented with trying to give him some accessories. Whacked on a little cape. Measured him up for a belt. Gave it a little painty paint. And then stuck it in place. And next it's time to give his footwear a little love. Now being a cowboy, he needs a couple of cowboy boots, and to do that I made some out of a little bit of air dry clay and then plated them with some green cardboard. And I cut the shape and stuck it on. do look a little bit of a mess at this stage, but don't worry, they'll come together with a little bit of painting and a little bit of accessories. Now we did have a little bit of an accident when it came to making the shoes, but on the plus side, it did make it a lot easier when it came to paint. So I mixed up a little bit of dark brown to make for the leather effect, painted it on as a base layer on both the shoes, then painted and stuck on a couple of steel toe caps. And with a little bit of super glue and some baking soda, he was good as new. And so it's time for the finished shots.